Pollock and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stowers. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hands, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go. Ready?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Give to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. Nothing but green ahead. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Using his feet. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Returner goes out of bounds.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David just shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last. He's going up top. Reels it in down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Vanderbilt, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? This is a designed run. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
That's the end of the first quarter. LSU 24, Vanderbilt 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Vanderbilt 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over. First and 10.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between...
Makes the catch on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vandy.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Got a man, it's Lacey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All kinds of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
First and goal, LSU.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. second heading out to go on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback keeper. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
First down, Commodores.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Wide receiver shows motion. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Open space at the 25. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown Doors. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Durham. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 48, Vanderbilt 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And Dave,
speeding down the left side. At the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll run it. It's Durham. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Makes his connection.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Let's go! They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Johnson looking to throw. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Coming after him. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Sweet cut there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The play action fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Motion from the offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. The offense set for a 1st down play. Johnson looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Looking to move it through the air. Extending the play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.